Hello, everyone. Good evening to all of you. Very recently, we have celebrated our Independence Day, and also we have celebrated the auspicious occasion of Janmashtami. And I'm sure all of you had participated on both the occasions. So, talking about Independence Day, it's a it's a very important day in our life in India specifically. This is the day wherein we say that we have achieved freedom from the foreign rulers. And every time this particular day comes, it's an opportunity for all of us to ask that whether we have really achieved freedom in our life or not. So that's a question for another day. Today, we are going to talk about whether you need a career coach in your career or not. So, good evening, friends. My name is Ritiman Chakrabarti. I'm a self mastery coach. Specifically, I work with young professionals, helping them to grow in their career. So, as you know, now every Sunday I'm coming live on Facebook or on Instagram with an intention to talk about some tips related to your career growth. It happens that in our regular academic process of learning things, we are completely focused on the bookish knowledge, on gaining knowledge on a particular subject, so that, I mean, for most of us, the ultimate intention is to get a job, right? There are people who also get the education to start their own venture. However, in India, if you look at the percentage, the majority of the people, the higher percentage of people will be those people who wants to get themselves educated to get a job. So let's concentrate on that particular area of the masses. Now, when we are trying to get a job, some people become successful in getting a job, some people not. Now, people who are getting into a job, the next thing that is important for them is whether they are getting an opportunity to grow in that job, in the profession, in the career, or they're stuck at the same place continuously. So today, let us look at uh, the question. The main question is that, do you need a career coach? So we will look into this particular aspect. We will understand who is a career coach, what that person does, and whether you need a career coach or not. Yes, we will get into that question also. Now, if I may ask a few questions before getting into the subject, the first question that comes in my mind is, are you happy in your current career? And this is a question that you need to ask yourself, right? If you're in a particular job currently, then the question that you need to ask yourself is that, are you happy in your current career? This is a very typical question. The happiness, where from this happiness comes. So for many people, for majority of the people who are working in a particular organization, they're into a particular profession. If somebody asks them, "Are you happy with your career?" they'll be thinking that, okay, whether I'm earning enough money or not. The first thought that comes in your mind is related to our capacity to earn. Am I earning enough money? Yes or no? So if yes, then possibly I might say that yes, I'm happy in my current career. But not for all. There are people who might be earning good remuneration, good salaries. They might still not be happy with their career. So yes, that happens. So happiness in your career is beyond the money that you're earning. It has got so many other aspects. So when you answer this question, you need to think from all those aspects, that are you really happy? The next question that I have for you is, do you think you selected a wrong profession? Oh yes, it happens. It happens after you have spent quite a lot of years in your profession. It is not only a question which comes at the very first level when somebody is starting his or her career, but even after spending 4 years, 5 years, people do think that, what kind of job I'm doing? Is it the right kind of profession for me? Have I taken a wrong decision? So the same question to you all. Do you think you have selected, on the positive side, have you selected the right profession for you? And then let me ask you the third question. Are you finding yourself stuck in your career? So if you're finding yourself stuck in your career, well, yes, you need to think about doing something regarding it. What exactly you mean when you're stuck in your career? It means possibly you're not growing further. You achieved a certain level, and then beyond that, you're not going up. It might be because of multiple reasons, something possibly within your control, something which is outside your control. But the bottom line is that you feel that you're stuck up, you're not growing. So there's three questions that I asked you. If your answer to any of these three questions is yes, then you need a career coach. So do you remember these three questions, what I asked? Yes, let me repeat once again. I asked that, are you not happy in your current career? Or you may also ask, am I happy in my current career? The second question we asked is, have you selected a wrong profession or a wrong career choice? And the third question we asked, do you feel that you are stuck in your career? So if that's the situation, then yes, you need a career coach. So yes, so that's the first question that we wanted to answer, is that do you need a career coach or not? Now we will go into deeper, that who is a career coach and how that career coach can help you in solving these questions that you do have, in solving these issues. If the answers to these questions you have given, which is a yes, right? Now let's look into who is a career coach. That's interesting. Some of you might have heard about career coaches. Some of you may not have heard about the term career coach. Okay, so I see some comment. Yeah, stuck, yes. Yeah, so keep on putting comments. Whenever I get an opportunity, I'll also read the comments that are coming from all of you. Yeah, so we are actually talking about who is a career coach. Let's look into this career coach by looking into what exactly they do, right? If you are a student, and you are a student at a level that very soon you are going to hit the job market, there can be two stages of your student life. One is you have already completed your studies and you are ready to hit the job market. But there is a pre-stage also. The pre-stage is when you are actually deciding in your life that should I do some more courses? Should I get some more learning before I choose my career? And okay, what kind of career should I choose? Should I become a sort of, I'm talking about at least at a later stage, should I complete my MBA and become a management graduate, or should I get into finance and accounting? Should I do a cost accountant course completed, or a chartered accountant course completed? Should I get into engineering? Those kind of questions that students will be asking after say 10th. So at that particular stage, you might get in touch with a consultant, a career consultant, who may actually guide you that what kind of educational or academic stream you should select, which will take you towards your desired career level. So, as a career coach or a career consultant, there is a difference between a consultant and a coach. I'll be talking about that sometimes later. But even as a career coach, these career coach can help students making better career decisions. Sometimes it is the student who seeks support from a career consultant or a career coach. Sometimes it is their parents. If the student has just completed 10th, so possibly the parents will be thinking that instead of the student talking to a career coach, let the parents talk to a career coach. So even from that particular stage, you can get access to a career coach to build your career or your child's career. So that is the first thing that a career coach can do for you. Now, career coach also has a very good understanding of that particular profession. So there are different career coaches available for different professions. There are career coaches who are specialized in engineering education. So they may actually guide you that what particular stream of engineering you need to select. There are career coaches who are expert possibly in the management education, and they may guide you that whether a management education is right for you or not, given that your traits, given that your skills, given that your shortcomings, your limitations, etc. So their role starts at that particular level. A career coach can also help experienced professionals who are there in the job for 4 years, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. A career coach can also help these people to get the right fit in their organization, and if not, in some other organization. So that's the another very, very big impact that career coaches can make in the lives of people who are looking forward towards their career growth. Then they may also help you in coming over your current career challenges. Sometimes it is not that you want a growth and that is the reason you want to talk to a career coach. Sometimes, irrespective of whether you want a growth or not, possibly in your current job, you are finding it difficult to cope up. You're not satisfied. You are emotionally drained. You are physically drained. You're not able to communicate properly with your superiors, with your peer group. You're not able to work in a team environment. You're not able to fit yourself into the overall culture of the organization. Even in these situations, a career coach can come to your aid and help you bridging that particular situation. So that's how a career coach can help you in all these situations Now, the other thing that very, very specific to a career coach is this person can help you building your strength from within. Uh, it is believed that a person can work for betterment in two ways. One is you teach the person what to do in a step by step process, that if you want to become successful in this particular activity, you follow step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, and you'll become successful. There is another way of helping a person to grow, is by making the person realize the power within and let the person find the answer, that how to become successful in that activity. You know, in schools, there are the two methods of teaching that are practiced, and it is considered that a teacher is a better teacher if the teacher, instead of telling the answer to the kid, just guides the kid in how to find the right answer. So that teacher is considered to be a better teacher compared to somebody else who will be actually telling you the answer, that this is how you need to do. That's it. The job is done. It is easy for both the sides, right? For the teacher as well as the student. But those teachers who don't tell you the answer but only guide you towards how to find the answer are considered to be better teachers. And those students, they are considered to be better students in their life. They get the better result of education in their life. Same thing applies in case of coaches also. Okay, so there is I think it's a question by Mr. Rajgar, coach within the organization or anybody? Yeah, so we will come to that particular question at a later stage. I'll just park it for the time being. Now, because of this particular reason, career coach will not advise you what to do. Career coach will not be somebody who will be telling you that you do this, and you'll become successful in life. No. He is not going to tell you that. He is going to show you the path towards success by identifying your inner strengths and your inner weaknesses. And that is his role. So that's what a good career coach is supposed to do. Now, the next question that we come to is, you know now that who is a career coach, in what circumstances you need a career coach, and what exactly the career coach does. Now, the question for you is that if you're looking for a career coach, how do you find a career coach? That's the question that we will talk about now. Well, you have understood that you need a coach, but where is that coach? How to find that coach? Yep. So let's go into that particular question. Now, the first thing here is, in the market today, you will find many coaches. Many people who tell themselves as coaches, as career coaches. Here, my suggestion, and this is the suggestion of many other people also, is that when you are searching for a coach, look for a person who is certified, who has gone through that education of coaching, and there is a detailed methodology that is taught to people to become a coach. So you should ideally go for a person who is certified, and what kind of certification? Should be international coaching Federation certification. That's what I will advise. It doesn't mean that people who are not certified are not good coaches. You might find many coaches who might not be certified, but you should be very lucky to find that kind of a person. If you're lucky, if you've got that kind of a person, please go ahead, no harm in doing that. If not, ideally you should go for a person who is certified. So that is the first thing that you should look for when you are searching for a coach. The second thing which actually helps both the person who is coaching and the coachee, that means the person who is being coached, the coach should have some real life experience. Why the real life experience is important? Well, real life experience is important because that person might have himself or herself has actually walked that path, have actually faced all these challenges that you are facing currently in your career. And this person may therefore be able to show you the right path, show you the right triggers within you, which will help you to identify your inner strengths and help you to work on your inner weaknesses. So ideally, you should go with a person who has walked that path himself or herself. So that's the second thing that you need to keep in mind. The third thing that is also important is you should have heard about that person from others, the word of mouth, right? This is one of the biggest things that works in finding out people who can actually really help you. Normally today, the easiest way of getting a person is that we go to Google and then we can search for a career coach, right? But yes, again, when you're searching in Google, getting the right person might be again a question mark there. You might get a right person. You have to be very lucky in getting a right person through Google search. Otherwise, the word of mouth, that means you can talk to your friends, family members, your acquaintances, etc., that if they know somebody, and that way the chances that you'll be getting the right fit for you increases to a great extent. The other way that you can get a good coach is actually, instead of blindly searching on Google, you should approach coaching agencies. So coaching agencies are this kind of agencies who will be having a lot of coaches registered with such coaching agencies. And then these coaching agencies can actually guide you after talking to you that who will be the right kind of fit for you to be the coach for you. There are, I mean, there can be good coaches in the market, but what is very important is the tuning with you. If the tuning is matching properly or not, if that doesn't match, if you go to the greatest coach on earth, possibly the result will not be that much fruitful. So the tuning is very important. So for that tuning, what you can do, it's a practice in the coaching industry that many coaches actually give you a free trial session. So you should actually try out and check for these free trial sessions with 2 to 3 different coaches. And from those trial sessions, you can then take a decision that whether to go with person A, person B, or person C, depending on whether his methodology, her methodology is meeting your requirement or not, or meeting with your thought process, your approach or not. Accordingly, you can actually take a call. So those are the ways through which you can find the right career coach for you. So if you have any comments, any questions, you can put it there in the comment section, and I will try to read your comments during this live session. Now, I'll now come to the question that Mr. Rajguru was asking, is whether coach has to be within the organization or the coach has to be outside the organization. Well, that actually depends on what kind of coaching you want. For example, if you want coaching on growing within the same organization, then you have the liberty to go to the coach within your organization if that kind of an opportunity is available. Many organizations do have their empaneled coaches available with the organization. So you can take that option if you're having a challenge within the organization, say to cope up with the organization culture. You have some questions related to why you are not growing within the organization, you can take help. However, if your concern is related to this particular organization and you are actually thinking of a change, then obviously you should go for an outside coach. Number one. Number two reason that you might look for an outside coach, possibly the area of concern which is impacting your career may not be limited to only your career, but possibly the concern has started impacting your personal life also. If that is the case, that the concern is impacting your personal life also, you should go to an outside coach, and ideally with a coach who not only can give you coaching on career, but is also a life coach, and he can coach you on your personal life as well. So depending on that, you can decide whether to go for a coach within the organization or outside the organization. So thanks for that question. If somebody have got any question related to this, you can ask. Now I'll come to the last part of today's session. So we understood why you need a career coach, who is a career coach, how do you find a career coach. Now the last point that we will look into tonight is what you should be careful about when you are in the process of searching for a career coach to grow in your career. Well, you should be careful about certain points. And the first point that you need to be careful about is about false commitments. You will see there are many coaches available in the industry, in the market, who will give you commitments. Come to me, I will get you a new job. Come to me, I'll get you a job with so much of salary. Come to me, within 1 year, I'll get you a promotion. Come to me, you will become the best in your organization. Is it so? Be a little careful with this kind of commitment making coaches. The second thing that you should be careful about, obviously, this is very apparent, that the pricing part. So obviously, whomsoever coach you go to, they'll be charging you certain price for the time that they'll be giving to you, for the time that they'll be investing for you, for your growth. So you need to keep in mind the price factor also, that what is your capacity, how much you want to pay versus how much the coach is charging you. Well, the third thing that you should be careful about is whether the coach is selling you something else other than coaching. Well, yes, you need to be careful about. There are people available in the market who might be having so many other things inside their bag. And once you take the coaching, they'll say, okay, then take this one, and take this one also. If you really need those things, well, you may go ahead. But don't simply go ahead because the person is asking you to go ahead. So be little careful about these three aspects when you are searching for your coach and you're finalizing your coach. So Those are some of the points, friends, that I wanted to share with all of you today regarding the importance of a career coach in building your career. Believe me, a little support goes a long way in bringing the best out of your career. Many people in the professional world, they either try hard on their own to achieve certain things. Some people become successful, but many of them eventually give up and they start thinking, this is not my cup of tea. I cannot grow beyond this particular point. Let me stop trying. I am good with whatever I have achieved in my life. Let me feel content with it. I am a good person. I don't want to pressurize myself further. This is okay. This is what destiny was there for me. This is what God has fixed for me. Let me be happy with that. For all those people, I strongly recommend that give it a second thought. You don't know what your true capabilities are. So give it a try. And in that effort, in that trial, if you want to take someone's help, go ahead and take the help of a career coach and unleash what best is already hidden inside you, within you, so that you can enjoy the best of your career within this lifetime itself. So I wish you all the very best. Thanks to those who have attended this live. And in case, as I said, I'm repeating once again, in case you do have questions, queries regarding this particular topic, you can put them in the comment section, and I will read those comments and I will respond to your comments at an individual level. So we will meet once again on next Sunday with one more topic related to your career growth with certain tips. And till the time, please take care of your health, take care of your neighbors, and be a very good Indian citizen. Good night.